All right, so I wanted to record a video. I'm in my car right now, and obviously, and this is my first day on my second contract in the state of Washington. Of course, I'm based out in Colorado, so working at the prisons out here, has actually been pretty cool. So, just coming along as a contract psychologist, but not having to work in that capacity has been quite refreshing because I don't have all of the responsibilities that typically comes with being a prison psychologist. I get to kind of take on more of a psychology associate role out here. I wanted to make a quick video while I wait to go into the training center out here because part of this journey was really for me to record what it's like to be a contract mental health professional. And I say this because it's not just psychologists that do this role, but also master's level clinicians, licensed social workers, and whether you're licensed or unlicensed, if you're in the mental health field, there are quite a lot of agencies out there across the United States that will hire you on as a contract mental health professional, especially for governmental systems. If it's like VA or federal systems, usually they require you to be independently licensed. So like ICE, the federal prison system, any of the VA hospitals, you'd have to be licensed for those more than likely. But with the prisons, it's kind of hard to get people in the door, especially in remote areas at the location where I'm at. Now, for privacy reasons, I won't share which prison I'm at in the state of Washington. There's quite a few, I'm sure. This past summer, I was north of Seattle, and this year I'm not. This year I'll just say south of Seattle. So it's entirely different experience, different location, different environment. So I'm a little nervous. As would anybody be walking into any new environment. But it's been cool. To tell you more about contracting, and I'm sure I'll talk more in other videos, my agency in particular is pretty wonderful. I work with locum tenens, which is also operating as AP contractors. You might also see Jackson Healthcare. I've seen a number of those business names associated with locum tenens, but just the word locum tenens in itself describes what it is we do, basically as travel or contract professionals. They also hire nurses, I believe, other clinicians, physicians, dentists, pretty much anyone in the clinical field. For me in my position, and I can't speak for the master's level, but because I'm on the PhD level, so as a clinical psychologist, unlicensed, I'm not licensed yet, I'm still in my EPPP phase, that's a whole other video I'll get into, but on this level, they pay for my hotel for the extent of my contract. So if my contract's 3 months or 6 months, I have a place to live that I don't have to pay for. A lot of the times they'll pay for your car rental. In the summertime, they paid for my car rental for the entire stay. This time I decided to bring my car because that allowed me to negotiate a much higher pay, so that they didn't have to rent a car for me, and also just the comfort of having my own vehicle. And they'll cover your flights if you're going to fly out from wherever it is you're at. They'll cover your flight into the state that you're going to and your flight back home. So I really love this company that I work or contract with, and I have an amazing recruiter too. Shout out to Christina. So, but yeah, I'll be making more videos like this. I kind of just said, well, how can I make this time around a lot different from my last time? Because over the summer when I did a contract, that was my first time away from home, away from family, for contracting purposes. And so it was hard. It was a hard adjustment to make. And I sort of kind of just isolated myself. I just went to work and stayed in. I was kind of really nervous about driving in, the Seattle area. Just even the outskirts of Seattle was a bit intimidating, and just being in a car until that made it twice as hard. And I wanted to do something different this time around, mainly to encourage me to just be mindful and grateful and be in the present moment. And so I decided, I'm going to start this channel and share my experiences, because so many other people might have a similar view on wanting to do this type of work and not knowing where to start and not knowing much about it. So I'm hoping that this helps someone, whether you're in my field or you're thinking about getting into the field of psychology. So this will, this should be an interesting journey. I'll be talking more about different things, mental health, while working in mental health. I'll be talking about, just the psychology degree journey in itself, and I'll be sharing more about that. So I hope that, again, you find this informative and very helpful as we go along.